You know the drill. Work alone, tons of work, it's really tough. Could use some financial help on Patreon or direct via PayPal. All links below. Love your faces. See you there. Back to it.
おはよう、リリ。
おはようございます、ベル様。
Man, it's weird to think that there are places like this down there.
子供たち仮装でいろいろあったみたいね。18階層までは戻ってきたんですって。
This lady's still being in the anime, of course.
名付けてバナディスオースなんてどうかしら。
Two wins. Firstly, I really like how she really likes Belle. That is really cool. Secondly, though, she's voiced by the amazing Judith Ranster in the newest Trails game. She's so cute and funny. Amazing voice actress for the role, seriously. Oh, and of course, it'd be the very height of silly to simply walk by and ignore the fact that she wants to propose that he be given the name Husband of Freya, only reinforcing win number 117. Was nice to see these guys and gals doing much better now and actually making mention of getting new limbs when they're back up on the surface of some description.
ベルクラネルが駆けつけるまで持たなかったかもしれん。
おお、さすがは士官じゃ。
そこまでのことでは。
Also good to see her getting praised for a fantastic job well done under extreme stress down there, which literally ended up saving pretty much all their lives to some extent.
ファミリアは違っても僕たちは仲間です。足りない何かをみんなで補う。
Might be me not fully recalling much earlier events, but I'm dropping a win here because to the best of my memory, this feels like it's a new kind of way of thinking largely. Good to see.
ダフネさん、カサンドラさん。
ちょっと大変なんだ。
Not running to grab Belle's hand on the spot.
そんな、リリはただ必死にやっただけなんですけど。
That reaction to her overhearing them praising her abilities from the dungeon.
物語の英雄様のようです、ベル様。
Love the way the mangaka totally toes the line between the main story and it kind of being a bit of a harem anime, and by kind of, I mean a fair bit.
アイシャさん、ラビットフットです。もう何でもいいラビットマット。
This woman is amazing and in all the right ways.
ベル様は少し前のベル様よりずっと強くなったけど、リリの知ってるベル様でした。
Good that those troubled feelings carried over from the end of season 3 have now been put to rest in her mind. He's still the same old Belle, proven by recent events time and again.
ごめんね。不安にさせて。
A lovely, wholesome, and very beautiful looking scene as a whole too.
いいお名前ですね、ラビットフット。ベル様によく似合うと思います。
A nice, cute scene to end that conversation there.
やめてくれー！殺しだ。町外れで同業者がやられた。
リュウさんが人殺しだなんて。
Whoa! That was unexpected! Yes, let's drop a plot twist win there!
心せよ、そは参加の宴。
Two quick wins here. Firstly, setting up the next arc of the story very nicely indeed. Secondly, it's that smooth animation goodness as she wakes up in a fright. Also can't show it, but there was some other goodness in that scene. Moving on!
もし竜様の容疑を晴らすというのなら、今最も重要なのは他の冒険者たちに先んじてあの方に接触することです。
To be honest, I'm even more hyped for this arc than the last. Assuming it is two different arcs, I've always liked the elf girl. There's a mystery, I dig it.
落ち着いて考えてみよう。そしたら何か。
Easy win for this excellent tune, fits the bill perfectly, and really reminds me of Skyrim.
ダメ。そんなのこの人たちを見捨てることになってしまう。そんなことできない。
Says so much about her that in spite of being 100% utterly convinced that they're marching off to their doom, that she'd sooner go with them than leave them to their fate. I'm always praising full-on crowd shots in One Piece, only fair to do the same here when the animators pull it out. Go right on ahead and help yourself to another for the same thing. Lots of detail in it too, impressively.
見つけましょう。
ああ、俺たち全員で27階層へ行くパーティーに加われば。
Seriously, the music is way better in this one than most other anime. Obviously, there are some gold star anime for music like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan, ReZero, JoJo, etc. But this one has some great ones too.
春姫さん重いので。嘘です。ごめんなさい。
Context. She's trying to stop my waifu from going down to the 27th floor due to her dream. The only way she can think to do this is to say she cannot again carry that lady. So funny.
過酷を紡ぐ。何があの人を待ってるんだろう。
The visuals down there are always so good. I gotta say, for a modern anime, not relying on CGI for their monsters is pretty rare and equally as awesome.
どこにいんだ腕が鳴るぜ。
お前なんかが相手になんのかよ。あんたレベル4だろ。私らよりビビってどうすんだ。
Is Bell potentially getting ready to add another fine lady into his ever-growing harem? I doubt it, but she needed a win regardless.
何をするおつもりですか。
決まってるだろ。洞窟の中に引っ張り込んで食ってやるんだよ。
Jeez. I really didn't expect that from her. I figured she'd attack him. Not that.
どうしたの？他の人もいるのに危ない真似をして。マリ？
Glad to see her back in the story so quickly after the last time. I felt it'd be a bit strange to introduce her and then they move on and she's not seen again for ages. Just a good example of how they've used numerous elements to create a darker, more serious, and in some cases, creepier vibe to the scenes down below.
こんなやつら、化け物どもの餌になればいい。
At least she seemingly does have some reason to be doing what she's doing, not to mention she's not taking them out. I think someone else, maybe that other wolf dude, did that much.
ここまで取り乱すなんて疾風の野郎とんでもねえな。
Won't show it, but the guy they're talking about is another victim, but the win itself is for the level of violence. I don't mind darker anime, as you know, and this be dark, boy!
疾風の仇ってことか。
全員始末されたはずだったが。
リオンに見つかっちまって。
Ah, that was pretty quick. Take one for the reveal that these people are indeed former members of the clan which killed everyone in her old clan.
殺したのはあなたなんですか。
私ではない。
For clarity, at first she wasn't answering him. I had a feeling that this would be the case though, that someone else did it. Like I said, likely that level 2 werewolf guy. Let's go! That is a fantastic twist. It looked like he had fresh wounds, but they were anything but. Hence why he violently refused to be healed, because there was nothing to heal. That's great.
ごめんなさい、リュウさん。疑っちゃって。
いえ、私こそ頭に血が上るあまり資料にかけていた。
Great to see these two back on the same page so quickly after throwing some loud words at one another, ready to tackle what is a genuinely evil foe right here.
真相のモンスターだと。
それがどうしてこの階層に。
Just wanted to point out an interesting win from within the story, and it's that sometimes even a level 2 can have experience from the deepest floors like here. It's not always high levels.
いや、下だ。
She is incredible this season. She's bringing up the rear, understands the giant snake is under them, and so pushes the women forwards and away from harm. Brilliant. That was insanely well done, especially cutting the music and using a slow down motion. Great art style change that I'm guessing was ripped right out of the manga and given life here.
無休の夜天に散りばむ無限の星々。
Excellent job on the sound effects there. Super punchy sounding.
させない。ファイアボルト。
That scoring Max wins. A, because of the sound effect, you already know that, and B, because they did the fire bolter at a distance and it looked amazing. Easy.
ルミナスウィンドウ。
Following up the last swim with some great effects on her magical attacks too.
ソウルライト。
Two different wins. Firstly, you gotta love the emotional music they used here, really fit the tone like a glove. Secondly, they're giving off proper be-all end-all battle kind of vibes here, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's got me tense.
ヘルカイオス。
Such a great end to the battle from my waifu, great effects as well, really solid battle for this episode. Genuinely loved both of them. I dare say even better than the Moss Huge.
恐怖が足りない。絶望が足りない。破滅を名乗るにはあっけなさすぎる。
That's some seriously solid writing. Got me so on the edge of my seat from the last battle that I entirely forgot about her dream. A pretty simple scene as a whole, yet some tasty animation was poured into it all the same.
ダンジョンが錯覚。まさか。
Can't exactly show him saying it due to his arm looking all manky, but safe to say the plan was to set the dungeon off like crazy. It's a great plot twist, baby!
この音。
My god, the sound effects were already of a pretty high quality in the prior seasons. They went next level with them for season 4, I think.
逃げなさい。早くここから。あなただけでも逃げて。早く。
Her reacting like this, saying it's happening again, got me even more on the edge than when they fought the snake. Something is coming.
殺せよ。そうは参加の宴。
Oh ho! Let's freaking go, bruh! Oh my goodness, it's so good!
繰り返されるのか。またあの時のような惨劇が。
By the way, so insane that the gods, even the higher up ones, pretty much don't know everything. He called it a thing? It's like this world is not governed by them. Needless to say, proper dark, man. It lopped a couple lads in half. Thing isn't messing about. Also, we got some first-person destruction right afterwards too. Gruesome stuff.
かつてアストレアファミリアをぶっ殺した怪物をこの27階層にな。
Ah, that's what did her entire family in. Makes more sense now, how they were able to wipe out pretty much everyone except for her, I'm guessing, back then. Wow.
どうしてそんな恐ろしいモンスターをもう一度呼ぼうなんて。
俺がテイムするためさ。
テイム。調教。
Him actually having a legitimate reason behind summoning the creature there, rather than it being about taking her out only, or something else a bit silly.
あいつ俺のものにできりゃ俺はもう何も怯えねえ。脅かされねえ。
Also, that right there is equally as good of a reason for a mentally twisted bloke to take the actions he has, no longer wanting to be afraid or at risk of being taken out.
分かってた。厄災が訪れるって私には分かってたのに。
Think it was important to show this side to her, how much trauma it has caused her, rather than it being a one and done kind of mechanic.
言ってはいけない。あれと戦っては。
Didn't hear it till just now, but she's voiced by Emma Milstein from the Cold Steel arc of the Trails game series. That's the very attractive witch in Class 7. Oh snap, it came around to where Belle was even quicker than I expected. A very nervous let's go. Sadly, this is about the only single scene I can actually show of this thing taking out Boars and his crew, but needless to say, it's intense! My boy Bell not even slightly hesitating and rushing in to take this foe on, but as you can see right from the get-go, its skin or whatever is super tough. Couple single wins here. Firstly, for this group of attacks from Bell, high impact, great sound, and showing the speed of his new foe is insane. But also I wanted to again shout out the incredible music. This one song really gets my blood pumping every time. It's like very emotional and gets you going. Okay, enough of this. If anyone knows what this song is called, any fans of the show or whatever, let me know in the comments. It's so good! Take Max wins here, totally unexpected, not sure how he can come back from this, so it's a total JoJo situation as I call it. Plus it's so dark, I love it! What an ending to the episode there, my god. Cannot wait to see what happens in the next one here. I'm in a state of near shock after that. Thank goodness for the scarf and it giving him a decent reason to take a knock like that and yet somehow survive. Makes perfect sense now. By the way, how badass is Boars? I figured he was a layabout, making everyone else do his work, and yet he takes a full hit on and actually stays alive. Great to see her, I'm guessing basically be inspired by Bell leaping into action, so that she too now goes on to the attack. Her speed, considering when Bell fought it, we were told it was faster than those birds from quite a few episodes ago. Obviously, given her scream, this was a bad move, but I had to point out how great the magic effects looked. Just wanted to share that to show off the incredible magic power that they must have shot at it for it to have then reflected that back at them to this degree. Can't believe he survived that, but obviously can't show that it's because his people put themselves in the magic's path in front of him. She saved his life. She is really in the game now, excellently shown via her voice actress. Oh, it's horrible! Hole in her leg now and badly wounded to the shoulder. Real nice to show her love for them by making her inner thoughts of the group one of her final moments. Seemingly anyway, as I'm really hoping that won't be the case. Thought the colour change was worth winning too. The lovely bright colours of her memory in a home she loved to being in the dark, cold, lifeless dungeon on the edge of life. Oh my goodness! This is the last thing I thought would heal him, but it makes perfect sense as we were never told that there was a ceiling to her healing which could be achieved. The sheer lengths she goes to for him right here, I found to be rather emotional, to be honest. Hurting herself all over to create enough healing blood to save his life. Oh, that is so well done to add on to the prior win. Take another for it. As an RPG lover, you best believe I adored seeing that. Imagine suddenly seeing that sight before you. It's no wonder everyone is crazy over the lab with entrances like this.
マフラーをあんな形で
I'm reaching dangerous levels of hype over here. As painful as it is to see him getting hurt, it needs a win for actually being realistic. Nothing worse than him healing up and then kicking its ass like it's no big deal afterwards. Crazy how even mid-fight this creature is actively thinking of ways to take down Bell. Love seeing that he's actually causing damage via its reactions, even if you can't see anything physical happening yet. Easily the best moment in all 4 seasons as a whole. Just sadly, even though this company is great with copyright stuff normally, I didn't want to push my luck. But yeah, super easy 2 wins. I can't believe it didn't keep it down in the end, but let's continue to go. I equally can't believe that this device might actually end up working on it. Oh, that's too good! Unexpected, but also brilliant! I also badly need to know what this song is if anyone knows it. It's so badass! Could this situation be any worse?
この時期に出現するはずのない海藻主が生まれ落ちることあり得る
Turns out, yes it can. You all know I'm rarely a big fan of CGI, but I must admit, first of all, that has to be done via CGI, and secondly, unlike in Shield Hero Season 2, it actually looks really decent too. Belle's shown to be okay alongside her at the very end of the episode. Phew! Hats off to them. They really managed to epically raise the stakes right at the very end of the halfway point. And if you're worried, don't be. Second half was voted in at the same time.
ベル君が行けるのはずーっと先だろうけどね
Oh jeez. He might be on the 37th frigging floor. 10 deeper than he already was, 12 deeper than where his friends are. This is an incredible point to end the halfway point. Darth Weirdo, Fiji, Maliao, Mushwin, Nick Wyndham, The Elemental Wars, Christopher Willis, Emmanuel Gonzalez, Fancy Turtle, Kepan, Minimasher, Marquez, Nozomi, Orkeeper, Order-Botanisi, Steelers, The Epic Commander, Bird Without a Word, Brendan Greer, Brian Bayard, Cameron, Christopher Tarasa, Commander Cyrus, David Freerix, Devicool, Doggos for Life, Dragonstorm 35, Guru, James DeFoyer, Yor Edvinson, Kevin Alston, Cumfroig, Miora Night Sky, Mr. Mansu, Nightly Winter, Peter Milligan, Robert Jackson, Ruby Rose, Sataki Ari, Zions 44, Sean, Starkip, Tiger Lily Warrior, Alexander Schwartz, Ali 50, Amadillo, Arnador, Brainless Ben, Cecilia, Cedric, Cloud Garden, Dante's Soul, Dante's Face, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Donald Newborn, Dragon Defender, Dragon Boy 1, Drake's Daughter, Iso, Francie, Furious Mo, Garrett Vermeesh, Henrik Jensen, Host Losritter, Israel Caldera, Joe Crims, Jason Davies, John, Jaffa 6263, Kai Wolfspring, Kelnock, Kevin Nelter, Kevin 102, Knuckle Duster, Cody Niemeyer, Kai 158, Carl Jones, Laxor, Laxus, Liam Gagati, Lifty, Lionel Schultz, Luis Minito, Marvin, Mason Stelfer, Matthew Blancet, Michael Lewis, Miran Ardron, Modaviram, Mr. Firecool, Nathaniel Gigramosa, Natsu Dragneel, Nick Monaco, Nick Pell, Nuvagown 1928, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Olive Wharf, Onyx Caliph, Oscar I. Lopez, Owen Halloran, Porgy, That's a Fish, Q-Flash, Chris Harris, Rimuru, Rodiz, Roll Tide Wes, Ryan DeViri, Sadaholic, Sakumi Iorum, Sarcastic Truth, Shadow Cleanser, Snowy, Stan, Storm 970, TRS, The Danish Muggle, Thrasher 340, Tomo Sandy, Vernon Hogan, Wacky Normal, Will Sass, Willyman.